Hi out there in FlossTube land. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Monday, August 10th at, well, look, it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, almost exactly. You have reached my channel. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, diamond painting, ghost hunting, and various other crafts and life updates thrown in. This is just some of the interests of mine that I have that I'm sharing with those of you out there that watch YouTube videos. So I'd like to welcome you to my channel and thank you for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers that I've gotten over the last week or so. If you are on some of the Facebook groups, just reach out and say hi and let me know what group you found my channel through. I have linked my YouTube channel on several Facebook groups that I'm involved in for cross stitch and diamond painting in the last week or two. And so I've been seeing an uptick in some of my subscribers. So welcome, and hopefully you'll find something useful here, or maybe I've enabled you to start a new craft or to do something that you've never tried before. So thank you for watching, and if you want to be notified when I upload new content, be sure to click the subscribe button and click the little notification bell so you'll get a reminder when I upload new content. So I just wanted to put that little plug in there. I don't say it often enough, but thank you very much to all my new subscribers and those of you returning. So I have some notes here for you today. This is my little handy dandy notepad. My notes are kind of messy because I was writing them down really quick. But so today I'm going to talk about haul. I already did my YouTube thanks. And I'm going to talk about a new Facebook group and some upcoming plans that I have. So sit back, relax, and I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but anyway, just sit back and I hope you get something fun out of it. All right. So first off, tonight I got in my order. I placed an order with 123 Stitch for some specialty fibers, some fancy, also called fancy floss in the stitching community, because my local needle workshop didn't have any in, and they haven't been able to get some of these colors and some of these thread types in for a while. So 123 Stitch had them on hand, so I went ahead and placed an order with them. Okay, so the first three colors that I have, these are Auvera Soie d'Alger. Auvera Soie d'Alger. That's SOIED''ALGER. Soie d'Alger. Soie d'Alger. It's silk floss, and it comes in these things. So I got three colors. This is for an old kit or an old piece that I picked up. It's a Just Nan cross stitch sampler. For a while there, I was into Just Nan samplers, and this is one that I've been wanting to stitch for a while. It's called With Thy Needle, and I needed some silk d'Alger. So the first color that I really needed, where's my list? The first color that I actually truly needed was 3323, which is this one right here. It's kind of a medium purple. You're not going to be able to see that in the video. It's going to look washed out because of the lighting in here. I don't know if that's not going to help. So this is kind of a medium purple. It's listed as an amethyst. This is kind of a medium amethyst. And the next color that I really needed was 3322. But I haven't been able to find 3322, so I'm not sure if the Soie d'Alger has been discontinued or what. So I got the next two colors around 3322. This is 3321, which is an even lighter amethyst color, and 3324, which is a darker amethyst color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the chart to see if the lighter 3321 will look better, or the darker 3324 will look better on on the cross stitch piece, but I did get the Soie d'Alger for my Just Nan with a needle sampler. So, and these are silk. They're very super soft. I've stitched with silks before, long time ago, before I knew there were, they were like, ooh, stitching with silks. So I have stitched with silks before, and I'm looking forward to getting back into stitching with silks again. I don't have very many silks, just the pieces that I've stitched. I just got the colors for those. So I'm very excited to get stitching with the Soie d'Alger. I took French in high school for 3 years, so I got to the point where I could kind of read French. We were reading small novels, so I got to the point where I could read it, but my speaking isn't exactly right, because 35, 40 years out of high school, yeah, you kind of lose your practice. But I kind of know a little bit. I kind of remember some. It's a lot like Spanish. So anyway, so the other things that I got from 123 Stitch, I had to order some classic Colorworks colors that my local needlework shop has been out of for a while, and 123 Stitch had them, so I went ahead and ordered these as well. So this first color is Bamboo. It's like a white, essentially, bamboo. These are going in Erica Michaels berries kits, by the way. This next one is Sugared Violets. This again is another purple, lavender. Sugared Violets. Then I got Classic Colorworks Mistletoe. And then I got 2 skeins, or 2 tags. I'm not sure exactly what they call this. I believe they call them skeins. But 2 skeins of Weeks Dye Works Whitewash. Now, not sure why I ordered 2 Weeks Dye Works Whitewash. I think because so many different things carry it or need it. But this is also going in an Erica Michaels kit for the Easter Baby Silk Berry. So, yeah. Now, I did place another order since it's August, and I'm collecting the Stony Creek Pattern of the Month stuff. The August Pattern of the Month is free until the end of the month. You just pay the $3.95 $3.50 shipping for the pattern. Otherwise, if you wait until September, the patterns are $3.95 plus $3.50 shipping. So I went on stonycreek.com, and I noticed that they also had some fancy floss that my local needlework shop hasn't had in stock in a little while. So I also ordered some floss for that. So once the order is fulfilled and sent, I should be getting some more fancy floss in the mail from Stony Creek. So I'm looking forward to getting that and getting some of my projects kitted fully with some of the floss that I'm waiting on for that. Sorry I didn't go shopping at my local needlework shop, but I've been looking, every time I go in there, I've been looking for these colors there, and they've been out of stock for quite a while. So hopefully some of the ones that I get from Stony Creek will be some of the ones that have been missing for a while. Okay, so talked about that. One of the other things I got this last week, my husband's 51st birthday was Thursday, pardon me, on the 6th. And I went to Barnes & Noble to pick him up the Art of Bravely Second coffee table book. He likes the video games Bravely Second, and they have an art book out there. So I got him the art book for his birthday. And while I was at Barnes & Noble, I've been kind of waiting for this Ultimate Cross Stitch magazine issue to come out. This is the Ultimate Cross Stitch East Asia. So my husband and I kind of really like Asian themed stuff. There's a lot of geishas and kimonos and dragons and stuff in this issue. So I've been kind of waiting to get it. And I went ahead and picked it up. And I'm actually kind of glad I did. Because there's a lot of really cute small motifs in here for the Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year motifs. some really pretty lantern pictures, a couple of really pretty Good Fortune. Look at these Good Fortune cats. These are beckoning Nikos, the Good Fortune cats. I'll probably end up stitching a couple of those because we really like the beckoning Nico. Nico is Japanese for cat. There's Koi Pond. That is really kind of pretty. That might make a good diamond painting. Looks like it's all solid stitching and there's very little back stitch in it, so that might make a really nice diamond painting. Here's some little symbols of the Far East, including little kokeshi dolls. Kokeshi dolls are really cute. I have a kokeshi doll collection. Then there's this Chinese dragon. This Chinese dragon is really pretty. So yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff in this East Asia magazine. I was really kind of waiting for this to come out. There's a really pretty vista picture. That's really pretty with the butterflies. Let's see what else. There's some fans. Oh, this one was really pretty. Dragonfly and Roses. This is by Doreen Jones. This is by Doreen Jones. That's a really pretty fan. Cherry blossoms and birds. There's a couple of bird pieces in here. Some flowers. This one's really pretty. This is Water Garden, designed by Leslie Tier. It's either Tier or Tear. That's really pretty. I have a magazine. I have a magazine that has a big tear out cross stitch pattern with a geisha that's similar to this one. It's not by Leslie Tier though. I think it's a Joan Elliott one actually. But anyway, there's just some really pretty stuff in here. She's really cute. Kimono Beauty. Yep. So there's a lot of Asian inspired stuff in this magazine. I was really kind of excited to get it. She's pretty too. Ceremony and Splendor. This is to capture the wonderful Eastern tradition of the tea ceremony. So she's really pretty too. So, and then there's the Japanese bell. Yeah. So it's a lot of ladies in kimonos. So this is a really, this was a really good choice for me to pick up. Oh, and here's another one in here that I think is really pretty too. This one is called Eastern Promise. This is also by Leslie Tier. Leslie Tier has Tier or Tear or Terry. Has a lot of patterns in this issue of the magazine. So, if you're looking for Asian inspired things, this is the Ultimate Cross Stitch East Asia. Okay. I talked about Stony Creek. Talked about that. All right. So, the other thing that I have in my pending haul is I'm waiting for an order from Annie's Arts and Crafts, the big Annie's Attic type arts and crafts website. This is to kind of also segue into my next topic about a new Facebook challenge group that is starting up. But anyway, I ordered many of you know, Just Cross Stitch magazine. Here is an old issue. I'm going to be getting into magazines here in a bit. So this is an old issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. This is an old one that I have. I have quite a few of old magazines. Some of them are no longer in print. This one happens to be the April 2014 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. But as I was saying, there is I'll get to the new Facebook group here in a minute, but there is a new Facebook group centered around magazine stitching, you guys, magazine stitching. So if you're like me and you have a lot of old magazines that you have been wanting to stitch stuff out of, but you just haven't got the time because you have many other big projects that are on their own leaflets, you may want to look up this challenge group that I'll talk about here in a few minutes. But anyway, so I was going through my magazines for this new Facebook group to pick out projects to stitch, because I want to start getting into magazine stitching. I have quite a few magazine articles that I want to stitch. Anyway, so hold on just a minute. So hi, sorry about that. I ended up stopping the video to resume now. But anyway, I was talking using just cross stitch. I don't remember if this is the same issue, probably not. But I was going through my magazine issues to pick out projects. You can see I've put tabs on some of those projects to pick out projects for the new Facebook magazine challenge group that started up this past Monday, not today, but last Monday, from the official, I think it was the official Heaven and Earth Design group. Maybe it wasn't the official Heaven and Earth Design. Anyway, one of the Facebook groups, they did a spin-off Facebook group for magazine monthly challenges, and I was going through my magazines, and there is an issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine from 1999. Bear with me just a minute. Just cross stitch 1999. Nope, I don't have it out anywhere handy. Nope. Oh, yes I do. Sorry you guys. So there's this magazine, Just Cross Stitch, from 1999. Just cross stitch. This is the February 1999 issue. February 1999. Yep. The February 1999 issue of Just Cross Stitch. There is a 4-part Christmas in Town series that started in this. And so going through my stash, this is the first part, which is that little scene right there. This is the first part of the 4-part series for this thing. And this is the only issue that I have. So I don't have the other 3 buildings that came out in the next 4 issues of Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I was like, you know what? I can order back issues. But I was like, who wants to go through and try and figure out who has what back issues? Some of you out there may know that you can get Just Cross Stitch back issue DVDs. There's 2 of them that I know of out there, where you can get all of the back issues from a certain time frame. So I went back, found them on Annie's Cross Stitch or Annie's crafting website, Annie's Attic, whatever you call it, and I ordered the DVDs. The 2 DVDs. There's 2 DVDs. One 1991. I think it's 1991 through December of 2010, and then 2011 through 2015, something like that. Anyway, I'm getting the back issues from 1991 all the way to 2015. So I'm getting all the Just Cross Stitch back issues, you guys. That'll be fun. But the most importantly, I will have the other 3 for this this kit, which will be really good for the monthly magazine challenge because of this. So that is some of my new stash that I'm waiting for. All right, and that's gonna segue that new Just Cross Stitch those Just Cross Stitch back issue DVDs will segue into my discussion of the new Facebook group. I've been kind of alluding to it, but there is a new Facebook group. It is called the Magazine Monthly Challenge, and I will put the link to the new group down below. Basically, it's just a group of people that have a lot of magazine charts, such as this, that they want to stitch. Hello, I have a lot of magazines. Some of them I got at thrift stores. Some of them I got at estate sales. Some of them I've just I used to subscribe and quit, and so I have quite a few, like cross stitch and country crafts, cross stitch and needlework, just cross stitch, the cross stitcher. Speaking of which, one of the questions in the group is, what is your oldest magazine? What is your oldest magazine? I'm not sure, 100% sure what my oldest magazine is. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to put my flosses that I just bought away so they don't get like thrown everywhere and lost. So I can put them in their baggies later for their projects. All right, I just kind of get that away. So I'm not sure what old magazines I have, but here's an old one for you. Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. Now, those of you that have watched my channel know that I am stitching Amid Amish Life, which was originally published in Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. This is a Better Homes and Garden publication, I do believe. I think it's from Better Homes and Garden. But, you guys, this is the premiere issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. You see up here, it's Mary Dunn put her name on it. I got this at an estate sale, I believe, or at Half Price Books. You know, they have a lot of, they'll sell a lot of their magazines cheap, like for a quarter or 50 cents or whatever. So I might have gotten this at Half Price Books for cheap, or if I think it was either Half Price Books or an estate sale. But here's the premiere issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine, you guys. So I don't know if this is the oldest magazine that I own. I was trying to find the copyright in this. I have to put my glasses on. Bear with me just a minute. Let's see. It's volume 1, issue 1. 1985. 1985, you guys. So, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. This is an oldie. The premiere issue. I actually have 2 of them. They were both Mary Dunn. So I think I don't remember if I picked them up at an estate sale or what, but I have 2 copies of the premiere issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. And then the other old one that I found was, those of you who have been stitching for quite a while may know the designer, Ginny Thompson. Well, there was the Ginny Thompson Guild way back when. Ginny Thompson Guild way back when. This one is copyright 1987, but Ginny Thompson Guild put out the Needlewords magazine, Counted Cross Stitch Needlewords. I have quite a few issues of this thanks to an estate sale. I had never seen these. I started stitching back in 1989. I had never seen these. I don't know when this magazine went out of print, but this is by the Ginny Thompson Guild. And there's just various things in here. Like, look at this. Christmas Memories. That's kind of a cute piece. And the chart is actually extended. There's extension on the chart. You can see the piece pictured is only this middle section here, but there's a couple of trees in there. A couple of small little ornaments that are actually really cute. I may actually do this Mary one here and the wreath one, but a couple of small ornaments. This is really old, you guys. 1987. I was still in high school and I hadn't even started stitching yet. I didn't start stitching until 1989. So, yeah, I mean, it's just really cute. They give finishing techniques in here. They talk about places they've been, how to teach kids, how to finish your stuff, different things you need for your sewing basket. Look at some of those things, you guys. Loran needle threads or thread cards. The magnetic holder. A lot of you still use. Look, back all the way back from 1987, you guys. So interesting look. Things you never know about Ginny Thompson. Once upon a time, talks about how she got started in cross stitch and how she was partly responsible for the resurgence of cross stitch in the 80s. This one is kind of nice, and I may end up stitching this one. Little winter retreat. It looks like it would be a really quick stitch for a weekend. It would go really quick, I think. So, yeah, I could possibly stitch that one. Now, the pictures are in color, but they're very muted because this is an older magazine, you guys. But yeah, I think this is probably one of the older magazines that I have in my stash. Needlewords. I have quite a few of these in my collection. It's kind of neat. And these ones are, the interesting thing is these ones are three ring binder bound. And they have the holes, so you can stick them in a 3-ring binder. I'm not sure if they originally came that way, or if the person that owned this before I did, or, you know, that originally owned this, actually punched them herself. But, or themselves, hisself, whatever. But yeah, this one is from 1987. You can see designs by Gloria and Pat from 1987. That's some old stuff. So anyway, these are probably two of my oldest magazines that I have on hand for the thing. This is one of the questions in the group this week. What's your oldest magazine? So I have Needlewords and the premiere issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. I think they're pretty old. These are from before I started stitching, so to me they're really old. All right. So, as far as the Facebook group goes, so the magazine monthly challenge Facebook group is a loose premise of the group is to stitch patterns that you have in magazines that you own and get the projects done. It's kind of like a challenge group to get people working on their magazine projects, because a lot of people do Heaven and Earth designs, charting creations, the full coverage cross stitch pieces. They do mirabilias. They do, the big samplers. They do, just all the other pieces that are put out by designers and leaflets and stuff like that. And there really isn't a challenge group for magazine stitching, unless you do monthly ornament stitching or whatnot. And a lot of people use the Just Cross Stitch ornament issues for those, and the Halloween issues for Halloween ornaments and stuff like that. But there really isn't a group necessarily designed for stitching patterns for magazines. Now, those of you that have watched my channel recently, you have probably seen my Amid Amish Life, which is I'm stitching out of the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine, I believe from 1997. It was published in 3 pieces in 3 issues of magazine Cross Stitch and Country Crafts back from 1997, I believe is the year. It also came out in a leaflet printed by Better Homes and Gardens. Sometimes you can find it on Amazon or eBay. It's called Amid Amish Life. You can find it in a leaflet. I am using the magazine to stitch mine. So this magazine monthly challenge group will kind of fit right in with me. So anyway, I showed you this piece that I'd kind of like to stitch. This is the first piece, the little thing. This is one of the pieces I've had on my radar for a while. And I'm finally going to get the other 3 issues that have the other 3 buildings in this, or the other 3 shops, when I get the Just Cross Stitch back issue DVDs. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to spending time and picking out new patterns. But as I alluded to earlier, I found the magazine just a bit ago that has the Oriental Geisha in it. Down here, you can see here the free giant chart, the Oriental Lady. I will show you. This is the pull-out chart right here, you guys. This is a pull-out chart right here. It's a pull-out chart, and it's super huge. And I can show you the back. So this is the chart, you guys. This is the chart. for the Oriental lady. So it is a Joan Elliott. So this is one that's been in my stash for a while. You can see I've made my working copy, and there is my fabric that I picked out a long time ago for this little geisha. For this, well, maybe not little, but I don't know, I don't even know if I have the information on the fabric for this or not. But here is the piece of fabric I have for her. So essentially she's all kitted up and ready to go. I have the fabric. That is the biggest thing for this. I don't even know what the fabric calls for, but I do have the geisha, so this magazine kit will be great. This was in the Cross Stitch Collection magazine. This is the January 2002 Cross Stitch Collection magazine. So the big geisha is the one that I was most interested in this thing. And she is a Joan Elliott. This is her. Free giant chart. This is her. And it also talks about the other Oriental Odyssey book that Joan Elliott has put out. I wouldn't mind getting a copy of that as well. It's called A Cross Stitcher's Oriental Odyssey. But yeah, so it's Joan Elliott. It's the centerfold, you guys. It's the centerfold. That's funny. Centerfold geisha. I don't know that there was anything else in this magazine that I was actually going to stitch. But, yeah, the Oriental thing is a big one. Oh, this one was really cute. We have a Perrault clown to treasure, which is really cute. You don't find those too often. That was really cute. I might actually end up stitching that at some point in time. But yeah, the biggest one in this issue was the geisha. So we have the geisha. That's going to be part of my challenge. There's an old-fashioned Oriental dragon. Not necessarily my aesthetic as far as dragons go, but yeah. Anyway, so that is my potential start on for the magazine monthly challenge. So yeah, I have a potential start or potential project in this one coming up this next year, if not later this year. So challenge for magazine monthly challenge. All right. So anyway, as I was looking through my magazines, I knew that I had already pulled out picked out some projects out of various magazines that I had flagged. So you can see here, like here, I have, little flags. And in this particular one, this is Cross Stitch and Needlework. This is an older needlework magazine that is no longer around. I believe this was the predecessor, or this was what Cross Stitch and Country Crafts became. It became Cross Stitch and Needlework. I could be wrong about that. If somebody knows, please correct me below. I don't mind. But this piece on the cover really drew me into this magazine issue. I don't have very many owls. I certainly don't have very many pumpkins. I certainly don't have very much fall. So this new Facebook group, the Magazine Monthly Challenge, the official starting of the group is September 1st. And the picked theme for September is autumn or fall. So guess what I'm going to be working on for the Magazine Monthly Challenge group starting September 1st. So, here he is. Look at him, isn't he cute? He is so cute. He's called Bewitching Owl. This is from the Cross Stitch and Needlework, September 2012. September 2012. And I happen to have a piece of black 28 count even weave. You can see it see-through. 28 count even weave in black. It's in my stash. It's all ready to go. I can start stitching this. So I don't know if, I'll have to double check. I have the information here actually, but the, I don't think it has to be a new start. Open the Facebook and the challenge will officially run September 1st to August 31st. We have assigned each month a theme and an acrostic. Challenge yourself to pick a chart or charts from a magazine that fits the theme and letters in the acrostic. Set your own goal for each acrostic letter in minutes, hours, number of stitches, etc. Okay, so September's theme is autumn and fall. Okay. Guess what? This is going to be my focus piece. So they have, they're going to be listing the magazine monthly challenge for September. So they have this sheet out there for September, which gives the monthly theme of autumn and fall. And then they're going to have an acrostic, like the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch group does. They have a monthly acrostic. September's acrostic is leaves, Leaves. You can see I've started filling this out. So it doesn't, this is kind of a challenge for you. And I was going to try and be really stickler on this and keep all the acrostics for this group based on magazines. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it based on just magazines. And I'm in so many other challenge groups that I haven't been really participating in. If I can tie those pieces into this piece, into this challenge group too, I think it'll be a lot easier on myself. So I think the theme piece every month, I'm going to keep in a magazine. I'm going to keep in the magazine. But the acrostics for the month, I'm going to pick pieces out. So my September magazine monthly challenge is the Bewitching Owl. Then here I have for L, Amid Amish Life. You've seen that. You've heard that. So that's a magazine one. Then E, the first E, is Epic Where's Waldo Pokemon. E for Epic. The A is Acorn by Fireside Originals. That is this right here. I'm going to be doing the Acorn by Fireside Originals. That's going to be a quick stitch. I should be able to start and finish it. That is my goal. You can see here, that is my goal, to start and finish the Acorn. Right here, start and finish. I do not have anything for V. I don't have anything for the second E. And my S at the bottom is Seahorses by Fireside Originals. That is that Seahorse of the Month that came out last year, 2 years ago, that I collected all of them for by Fireside Originals. I'm going to be finishing up either the February Seahorse or do 150 stitches on it if I've already worked on it and finished it for something this month. So this is the acrostic and theme challenge for September for the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group. Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group. So, yep, my goal. I don't know if I'm going to start, I don't know if I'm going to start Bewitching Owl before September 1st. I may make this a start for either the 20th or the 29th for New Year New Start, or the Leap Year New Start. I haven't decided yet, but either way, my goal for the month is I want to either finish the moon or finish the owl, depending on where I'm starting. If I start in the middle and I start with the owl, I'll probably try and finish the owl in September. But yeah, so this is going to be my September magazine monthly challenge focus piece. Really excited for that. So just a little bit ago when I stopped the video to go look for something, I knew I had a couple other magazine pieces. I had found the geisha in this magazine. I showed you the Christmas Town one, the Bewitching Owl, and I knew I had another one that I wanted to show you. I found another one that I wanted to show you. So this is another one. This came out of the cross stitch and Needlework magazine. This is the January 2008 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework. I am a rather huge Mirabilia fan, Nora Corbett. I've had this pattern on my radar for a while, Victorian Christmas Eve. Oh, that could be my V. That could be my V. Oh my God, that could be my V. Put 100 stitches in on her. Victorian Christmas Eve, you guys. So, yep. Maybe I'll write that in. Victorian Christmas Eve. She's been on my radar for a while. So, yeah. Victorian Christmas Eve. And I have the fabric for it. This is a natural linen. I've serged the edges. So yeah, I have the fabric. So there's that. So that's going to be probably a new start for this magazine group. Have the fabric. She calls for whisper, I believe. Let me look over here. Blended thread. Magnifica beads. Yep, she calls for whisper. Yep. Rainbow Gallery Whisper in white. And Magnifica beads. I have to see if I can get some of those. It's the berries in the tree. Just some of the ice crystals. But yeah, Victorian Christmas Eve. So that's going to be another magazine start for this challenge group. Hello. Because that's just me. And then there was another magazine issue that I forgot that I had gotten to stitch a piece in. So this is the Cross Stitcher magazine. And I got it for this one piece only because it had a special project in it. This is the Cross Stitcher magazine from June of 1999. It has the 391 color Angel of Cross Stitch. So the sticker, unfortunately, is covering up her head. But those of you that have been around the needlework community for a while, and the cross stitch community especially, probably remember this pattern. I got this magazine because of this pattern. You can buy this pattern separately now, or at least you used to be able to. I don't know if it's still in print anymore. Huge pattern in here, you guys. Huge. 391 colors. Yes, I said that right. 391 colors. I can show this with you. This is the schematic for the Angel of Cross Stitch. This section here is the black symbols. This section here is the blue symbols. This section here is the green symbols. This section here is the red symbols. This section here, this is the orange symbols. This is the red symbols. The pattern is color-coded with these symbols. There's 5 different symbol colors for 391 thread colors, you guys. 391 thread colors. Here she is, the Angel of Cross Stitch, in all her glory. Framed 2 different ways. There's that way. And there's that way. The Angel of Cross Stitch. So, she is going to be also a focus piece of mine for, for the magazine monthly challenge group. Where is it? So, I don't have any fabric for her. I also don't know if I'm going to stitch her in black. So this is stitched on black. This one is stitched on like a natural. I may stitch her on black. I don't know. I may dye a piece of fabric. I don't know. 391 colors. Not going to do a floss toss on it. 391 colors, you guys. This is probably the one cross stitch pattern that has the most amount of colors that I've ever known. So yeah, that's going to be part of my, and her head's blocked off. Unfortunately, they put this big sticker on it. But yeah, it's angel cross stitch. So those are some of my plans. All right. So for other challenges, plans, the 24 hours of cross stitch, the August acrostic is wrist watch. You can see I filled some of it in. You know, my last video, I had to finish a More Chocolate Bunny, so I was able to cross off the C. I finished it August 2nd. So, C is done. I haven't completely filled in wristwatch because I don't know what else I'm going to do, but Where's Waldo, Epic Pokemon, Welcome to Pumpkinville, A Mid Amish Life, and this Fireside Original Seahorses right on here. So the magazine monthly challenge group, here are the themes coming up. You can get these in the group. So October's theme is Spooky Stitches. November's theme is Thankful Thank You Cards. December is Winter Wonderland. January is New Year. February, Love. March, Carolyn's Birthday Pick, Blue. Color Blue. April Showers. May Flowers. June is Summer. July is Christmas in July. And August is Robin's Birthday Pick, Birds. So this is a magazine monthly challenge, monthly things. And so for the magazine monthly challenge, they do give you kind of a little background on the group. You can download this file, this PDF thing talking about the group. They're starting September 1st, essentially, is when the first one to go will be. So there you have it. There's some plans. And the last little bit I have for you today is a bit of an update. This is a longer video than I thought it would be. My Whipco board this month, one of the squares is Needles Dance. Now this is a piece that came out aftermarket. I want to say last year, maybe it was the year before. 2 years ago or last year. I don't remember which. But in order for your needle workshop to be able to get the kits for this for you, they had to take the class at market to be able to sell you the kit. So my needle workshop, they took the class at market, so they were able to offer this. They had a special stitchy night where they gave everybody their box to open. It was a really pretty box, really packaged up really well. It had this, a needle minder, some a needle, the fabric. You could choose either the white colored fabric or the blue colored fabric. I went with the blue. They gave you the floss on a ring. They gave you this fancy floss on a ring that had a thread minder and stuff. So anyway, at the stitch night for this, I had gotten just a little bit of the orange border up here done. You can see the white one in the picture, but the orange border is up there too. I got just a little bit of the orange border done during the stitch night. So basically, I had gotten up to about here, just on the orange border. Sorry that, the lighting is so bad, but so I gotten this little bit here up to here. So I finished the orange border down to here, and I put in most of the first three words. The night forest wakes as the needles dance. That's what it says. But so this is where I got this week so far. I rounded the corner on the orange border, and I got the night for it with a little bit of the S done. The night for it. So I have the S and T to do and stuff like that. But this is on my Whipco board. The goal is 1,000 stitches if I can get there. I'd actually like to finish this upper part here where it says the night forest wakes as the needles dance. So I'd like to get this upper part here done before I get to the forest part at the bottom. I think that'll get me 1,000 stitches for the month and let me mark out my whip go board. So that is where I'm at with the needles dance. And other than that, I really don't have very much progress. I didn't bring Princess and the Pea down to show you, but in the upper corner, upper left corner is one color, and there's probably 2,000 or 3,000 stitches of one color in that upper corner. I think I put in about 500 tent stitches in that this last week, since the last video I showed you. So I did kind of work on that a little bit. So yeah. Let's see. Whip go needles dance update. The other square on my whip go board this month is the Dimensions Samurai. I haven't even pulled him out of my tub yet to work on. I don't know if I'll work on him or not. I haven't decided yet. The School of Magical Stitches, the weekly homework this week, is one that I can actually do. I just don't know if I can do 1,000 stitches to meet the homework requirement, and I definitely don't know I can do 1,500 penalty stitches to meet the homework for this week, but I'm probably going to pull out a Mid-Amish Life and at least give it a shot. I have until Sunday at midnight, thereabouts, to get the homework done and grade it. So I may actually try and get the homework done for School of Magical Stitches this week. And my piece is A Mid-Amish Life. The School of Magical Stitches, we're on book 5, week 2. And we have to pick one of 2 tasks. We can do both of them if we want, but we have to pick at least one of 2 tasks. The first task is to stitch 1,000 pieces on a piece with stones or bricks, or stitch 1,000 pieces on a piece with a form of transportation, be it a wagon, wheelbarrow, horse, carriage, bike, boat, or train. It has to be one of those things. So I was going to pick task 2 because A Mid-Amish Life has a horse and Amish buggy in it. So I have to do 1,000 stitches. Haven't started it yet. It's Monday night. Technically, the homework came out last night at midnight, but we weren't supposed to start until after midnight. So we have that. So hopefully I'll be able to start that. So I may have to put Needles Dance on the back burner and pull out A Mid-Amish Life to get 1,000 stitches in on that this week. I showed you the 24 hours of cross stitch acrostic. Semi-Sane Stitchers Alphabet Soup. This week's letter switches. It goes from P to Q. I had put down Princess and the Pea for the letter P, so I did get some stitches on that, which is why I worked on it last week. And then I talked about my plans for the magazine monthly challenge group. I talked about plans for that. I'm probably going to start picking out one of the things I'd like to do that I know Pam and Steph do is Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. They work on Christmas ornaments every month or Halloween ornaments. They have a Halloween and a Christmas tree. So they pick ornament patterns and complete an ornament every month, whether it be Halloween or Christmas. They use the Tiny Decisions app on their phone and they spin it to see A, if it's Halloween or Christmas, and B, what pattern they're going to do, or they just randomly pick a pattern and then they stitch that ornament for the month. So they get, ornaments for their tree made every year. I think that's a great idea. I've been wanting to start that for a while, but I think this magazine monthly challenge group will help me with that because I can pick one of the letters in the acrostic for a Christmas cross stitch piece or a Halloween cross stitch piece and kind of get those done, the ornaments. So that's all I have for you this week. Oh, the other thing I started the Princess and the Pea for, I'm way behind on this now, you guys. The official Heaven and Earth Designs group, they started the 10K, that's 10,000 stitches challenge on August 3rd last week. My Princess and the Pea was going to be for that. I'm like way behind now. I just thought of that. Because it's supposed to do 170 full or half stitches a day. I haven't been doing that, you guys. I'm behind. The first day I did over 380. I'm way behind. So I think I've only worked on it one day. 2 days. 2 days. Yeah. Yeah, I'm way behind on that. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to finish that. It goes until September 30th, but with everything else going on, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be hitting the 10,000 stitches. Anyway, so that's all I have for you this week. I am going to go get some ice cream cake because of my husband's birthday on Wednesday. Or Thursday, sorry. We got him a Dairy Queen ice cream cake, and we've been eating on it for the last several nights. So we're going to go finish it up tonight. So that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Until my next video, keep on keeping on because that's all we can do. I hope you stay healthy. I hope you stay sane. I hope you don't come down with the coronavirus. I hope you're wearing your masks. Yes, I'm going to tell you to wear your masks. Work has also kind of told us that we're kind of in the same work from home status, basically probably until the end of the year. So it looks like I am working from home for the foreseeable future, at least the next several months, which is good because they were talking about bringing us back to the office, and I don't want to go back. So anyway, that being said, this is all I have for you tonight. So take care, keep on keeping on because that's all we can do, and treat each other nicely, wear your masks, and just be safe, stay well, stay healthy, stay mentally healthy, and be kind to everybody. All right, you guys, thank you. Until my next video, take care now. Bye.